Hi Sagittarius, it's Lynn from DevineCentral. I am here with your March 2023 tarot reading. Now this is a collective reading, so hopefully if you found this video or tripped upon this video, it's because there may be a specific message just for you. I'm going to pull one card in a few aspects of your life, and we'll just see what direction Spirit wants to guide you for the month of March. How's that? If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up so other people can find it. And also stop by and check out my channel from time to time because I'm adding new things every week. All right, let's switch cameras and get on with it, shall we? All right, this month I am using the Stella's Tarot. I just happen to think that it's whimsical and fun, and it's blue, and I was in a blue month. So I've already shuffled the cards. Let's just get on with it. Work, finances. This is going to be your love life or your personal life, personal relationships. I mean, friends, family, social life, and we're going to end with personal development or personal growth. And then we'll ask Spirit for maybe a little bit of last bit of advice from the bottom of the deck. How's that? All right, so here we go. We're going to get started. Let's start with work. We have the Seven of Discs, which is akin to the Seven of Pentacles. The real basic meaning of this card is we reap what we sow. And oftentimes, especially in a work environment, we will put in a lot of time and a lot of effort, and we show up every day on time, and we contribute when we're supposed to, and then there's nothing. It's crickets, right? We don't get those accolades. We don't get those atta-girls or atta-boys that we're looking for and that we're hoping for. I mean, those are like those are those mini victories along the way that kind of keep us getting up in the morning and going to the same old damn job. But it's also a card of patience, and patience is a virtue that most of us have a really hard time with. So I think this month it's important that instead of getting all caught up and and second guessing yourself and wondering if this is the right job, or am I doing everything I'm supposed to be doing? Quit second guessing everything. Just do your job and have patience, because accolades will come. And, if you want to hurry them along a little bit by tooting your own horn or reminding people of what you've done, there's nothing wrong with that either. Finances, it's a little funny. And it's interesting because I'm noting here that we have the Seven of Discs. We have the Six of Discs. We have the Five of Discs. We have the Page, or the Prince of Discs. So you're very materially motivated this month, okay? A lot of it's all material stuff. Normally, the Five of Pentacles or the Five of Discs will have these poor urchins on the front passing by a church in the snow, and they're bloody and bleeding, and they're battered and beaten. I like this deck because I like non-Rider-Waite decks because they all kind of give us a different perspective of the same card. So typically this could stand for setbacks in finances, but you know what I like to think when I see this particular card in this deck? I look at this as chasing the almighty buck. Isn't that what it looks like? It really is a challenge, and it really does create a conflict for us when we're never quite satisfied with anything we have or anything we've done. And it just sabotages who we are, and it sabotages everything around us. You got to stop worrying about the money all the time. There's more to life than that. And even when we run into trouble, usually there's always somebody there. Even if you don't think there is, there's always somebody there that's going to help us out. And so I would just take the onus off the money this month, and I would start thinking about why am I chasing it? Why is money so important to me? Because we could all probably live on a lot less, especially just in the temporary times that we need to. As far as your personal relationship goes, we have the Six of Discs or the Six of Pentacles. So this is really a card about giving of ourselves to someone else. And don't we do that every day in a relationship if we're attached? It's, it's showing that, it's not always about money. I mean, this is a situation of a relationship. So this is what we're giving of our time. And we're lending an ear to somebody that needs to talk or we're lending our support. And we're being generous in that way. And I think it's so important to not forget that relationships need balance. And the card is kind of showing an imbalance. I mean, you've got the guy on top with all the money, right? Giving it away to the people that don't have as much. But still, that's an imbalance that, probably will never be right. I don't see any relationship being 50-50. I see there are times in my marriage where it's, the only time it's ever 50-50 is when my mom and dad showed up and my husband was saying, "Oh, honey, let me help you do the dishes." It's like, where'd that come from? Right? It's like, that's a momentary thing. Usually the relationship is going to be 60-40, and sometimes it even gets to 80-20. Sometimes we have to pull more weight than the other person does. But we also need to make sure that we're both striving for 100%, and so that we can keep it as 50-50 as possible. So think about that this month, and maybe talk to your significant other about that this month. As far as if you're single, there's a chance that you might be tipping the scales this month. There might be somebody new coming along for you. And it might be in the vein of helping somebody with something. And it ends up putting you in a position where you can say, "Hey, let's have a cup of coffee," something like that. All right. Friends, family, social life. Here again, we have the Page of Discs, or the Princess of Discs, which is the Page of Pentacles. And it's like, oh my gosh, I see somebody in your inner circle they're learning something new. This is about a creative bent that they have that they're starting to pursue, and they could probably use a little bit of moral support. So if you know about it, then you should call them up and say, "Hey, I just want to let you know I'm really glad you're pursuing this or that, and go for it. Go for it, and let us know how you're doing. Let us know if you need anything." It could also be something that you are not even aware of, and if that's the case, then you're not talking to your friends and family enough lately. So that might be a phone call to say, "Hey, what's going on in your life? Got any new hobbies lately?" And you might be surprised because they'll say, "Why, yes. As a matter of fact, why would you ask that?" Okay, so personal development, we have the Three of Swords. People see this as heartbreak, and it's terrible and it's painful. Listen, if there's anything painful in the Three of Swords, it's our self-talk, all right? It's painful communication, be it with somebody else or ourselves. Swords are about intellect. They're about communication. They're about communicating what we think. And sometimes we open our mouth and we say something that can never be taken back. Or we don't think first before we get into an argument with somebody. And there's regret, or there's pain from that. This month, I see this more, especially in personal development. I see this more as you having some negative self-talk going on right now in your life that you need to get rid of. You need to reframe it, and you need to change it to the positive. So if you're saying, I'm never gonna get my finances in order this month, you need to look at yourself in the mirror every morning and say, "I'm getting my finances in order this month." Yeah. Okay. So it's going to be changing your narrative for yourself. That's how you're going to grow, and that's how you're going to grow and be a lot more happy. Okay. So what does Spirit have to say about all this? Let's take a look. Spirit says, Eight of Discs. Can you believe that? This is a material month for you. This is about your home and your health and your, probably the job, not your passion part, but this is about all the physical things. And look at you watering and nurturing all of the things that you hold dear. All of the, this is getting your home in order, getting getting your car in order, get your finances in order, maybe even your relationship in order. 8s are about moving along, getting with it, getting that ball rolling and moving at top warp speed with it. And I hope that you can pull that off this month. So we have a lot of material aspects for you this month. Good luck with all of it, and please again stop by my channel when you have time, and I will see you next month. Bye-bye.